want to talk about the Dallas shooting. Hold on. Let me try to get this. There we go. I can see my face better. I want to talk about the Dallas shooting. I was raised in a gun family, and I have lots of gun training. And one of the things that we responsible gun owners talk about is how important it is to have training. If you don't have good training, then things like the Dallas shooting, they occur. It's scary, it's bad, it's not good. People need to understand that if everyone involved has training, the ability for someone to coerce other people through using a gun, it goes down to like 0.1%. It's 0.01%. It's really, really small, because criminals, they go after easy targets. They don't go after difficult targets. Criminals, by their nature, they're taking the easy route. They're not figuring out how to set up their lives in a way that they can be responsible, they can contribute to society. They're just being they're just being a scourge on society. They're just being a total dead weight on society. So one of the things that criminals they need to understand is that if they're surrounded by people who are well armed, crime in Texas is extremely low because most of our citizens are well armed. It is the culture of Texas. Texas culture dictates that we appreciate and value life, and we defend life, and we defend our lives, and we defend the lives of our families. And you might think, well, but sometimes accidents happen with guns. Guys, you have to understand how important it is for you to receive gun training. It is the training that makes the difference. It is the training that takes care of all the problems. Guys, you cannot even imagine how important training is. People who have received training, when they are upset, when they're angry, they don't use, they don't go out and shoot other people. They go out and they find something that they need. They go out and find the help they need. It is all about the training. You need to understand that the kind of person you are is determined by what you do with the resources that you have. Well, I have my life as a resource, and I have the lives of my family as resources. And I don't sit around like waiting ducks for something to happen to them. I go out and I defend them. And I receive training, and I make sure my whole family receives training on how to defend ourselves. And that's something that a shooter in the Dallas, the shooter in the Dallas Love Airport today, that is something that a shooter is not able to do if they are surrounded by well-armed, responsible citizens who have access to gun safety, gun training, and guess what, guys? Guns. So whether or not you're on this side or the other side of the gun control issue does not matter at all. Guys, that is not the point. The point is you need training. Even if you are heavily into guns, even if you are anti-gun control, great. That's awesome. I believe the same thing as you do, but that doesn't matter if you don't get training on the weapons that you own. You absolutely need to get training all the time. Now, I recommend the YouTube channel, The Pew Pew Life, PEW. It's a wonderful black guy who does excellent gun training tutorials and talks about concealed carry. It's really great. And as for me, I want to encourage everyone to go out and get training with the weapons that you have. Whether or not you are for or against gun control, I mean, I'm against it, but fuck that. It doesn't matter. That is not part of the conversation right now. Whether or not you are for or against it, you need to make sure that you receive training on the weapons that you have. This is the only way peace can be brought about. There's an old Japanese saying that is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. You need part of the warrior's training is that you have self-control. You have training. You're not just going around, no, it's fine. Guys, we're not ostriches. We're not going to hide our heads in the sand. That's not how we behave. We know that we live in a dangerous world. We know that we need to go out, and whatever weapons we do have or we do get in the future, Maybe this video will encourage you to go out and buy a weapon of your own. You need to get training on it. So you can go down to the gun range, you can sign up for gun classes, you can sign up for training classes, you can sign up for home defense classes, you can sign up for self-defense classes. Almost all of these things are free or cheap at your local range. That is how easy it is to get training. And all of these events are adapted for families so that families can train together, because this is a community. This is a self-protected community. Guys, go out and get the training that you need and spread more peace. Peace out from the Peace Lady.